Tyler in Augusta, Maine. See more better with freeprescriptionlenses.com, and this morning I'm going to show you how I got the Transitions XTRAactive Gray with the blue flash mirror for your RayBan 2132 new Wayfarer color 622 in the 52 eye size, which happens to be the same frame I'm wearing, different color but same model and size. So let's go ahead and begin. Let's take everything out of the original packaging as RayBan sends it to me, your Italian leather RayBan case. And this is the only, of course, your RayBan cleaning cloth and junk mail, because you just don't get enough in your regular mailbox. But it's the only frame that comes with a plastic bag from RayBan. And you know what? Let's go ahead. I'm going to include that when I ship to you. Of course, it comes with a little plastic sleeve on the left temple to protect the temples from rubbing together during shipping. And of course, you know you're going to get that. And these are sunglasses. It comes with the original glass G15 lenses, at least this model does. I'm going to pop these out and I'm going to install your Transitions XTRAactive in here. I knew I had a connection to Tyler when he says he has about 15 different colors of this frame. I've only got about 10, maybe 12 tops. Oh, I got to program the shape into the computer, although I'm always going to have this frame around here. My paper clip's in the way. Come on, Trace, let's do this. There we go. There we go. You are Secret Agent 1560. And we're going to hit start. The little stylus is going to pop up and go around and trace the inside bevel of the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, as I roll up my sleeves and tell you that everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy any genuine RayBan frame and you'll receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance or unused health savings account dollars, you will get reimbursed for this purchase, whether they're prescription or not. Tyler, you know you need some prescription. So let's move on to the next screen. Take this out. I don't need that anymore. Your pupillary distance is 30 for the right eye. I'm going to tap the minus button. We're going to go down from 32.5 to 30. I want to raise the optical center height up to 23 on this frame. And let's move down here. Your right eye is plus 2 1/4 minus 50 at 103. Let's turn that on. I'm assuming this is the right eye. Let's see. Let's make sure it's on 0. Put it on plus 2 1/4. Sorry for the herky-jerky motions. I will have a new... Let's see if this is it. Nope, that one's completely spherical. Okay. Alright, what are we doing here? We got it on the right power. Here we go. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. Now we're cooking lobsters in salt water. The reason why I say that, Tyler lives in one of my favorite places on the planet. He lives in the state of Maine. Let's put some ink in here. We're going to start one of these mornings off like this. So I go to Maine every year. Every year, the second week of October, it is peak color season up there. But this year, my wife and I were talking and said, you know, once a year is not enough. So I'm going to go up next month. Almost a month from today, I'll be coming back. So I invite anyone who's listening, you want to do some great hiking trails in Acadia National Park, come on. You and I will go hiking. Might even do the Precipice Trail. That's one of the more daunting ones. There's iron rungs and ladders as you climb up the sides of the mountain. This is the right lens. I don't need that one anymore. Let's toss that one. Let's dot up the left eye, plus 2. There's just something magical about the state of Maine. I cannot tell you what it is. You just got to believe me. Hopefully that is it. We will see. We're going to mark that one left. If you guys missed any of that, let me recap. You know that joke was coming. You weren't getting away without it. So I've already applied a double-sided adhesive sticker to here. Pull that away to make that sticky. On the back is a magnet. We're going to line that up. I guess that can lay there. The reason why I put those dots on there, it has to be oriented and they're just right, for the right lens at least. The left is spherical and I can actually rotate it, and I may need to based on where I dotted it up. We are going to hit that button. The arm's going to come down, place the block on the right lens. We're going to do the same thing now for the left lens. Pull the sticker away, line up the magnet. Now I just have to have that dot. Let's see. Where's going to be the thinnest point on the lens? Let's do this. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Hit that button, the arm's going to come down, place the block onto the left lens. So this is the edger. It's going to do all the work while I run my mouth. I need to wake it up. Job number 1560, 1560. These are polycarbonate lenses. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens. I am going to put a safety bevel on the rear concave side of the back surface of the lens. Line up the magnet into the chuck, or as you know, I like to call it the Charles, because I just don't know this machine well enough to call it chuck. The door closes, the clamp shuts. The lens is going to be traced by 2 wide styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the frame. You can see this is tracing the right side of the frame. And then the old carpenter saying measure twice, cut once. It's measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly precisely where to place the bevel for the least amount of edge thickness, of which you should not have any with your prescription in this frame. The light flickering in the background is water. That's there to catch the optical sawdust as it comes off the cutting wheel. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, meaning that no water sprays onto the lens during the cutting cycle. Now, if these were plastic, high-index plastic, or Trivex, water would be spraying onto the lens for the duration of the cutting cycle. But as I mentioned, your lenses are made out of polycarbonate, which is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. They're virtually unbreakable. These are high-impact ballistics-grade lenses. The same lens material that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones to protect their eyes from shrapnel and from flying debris. It also has 100% UVA and UVB protection. And the Transitions XTRAactive gives you 50 to 70% of the blue light blocking ability from harmful blue light emitted from today's electronic devices like cell phones, tablets, computer screens, and from Brussels sprouts. It protects you from Brussels sprouts. No, I'm just kidding. So, again, this frame, the RayBan 2132 New Wayfarer. If anyone out there listening does not have one, I cannot recommend a more comfortable. This frame is deceptively comfortable, deceptively durable. You can almost beat these things. Now, Tyler came to me because his dog chewed up his lenses, but the frame was okay. So I sent him some lenses to put into the frame. And again, this is the RayBan 2132 New Wayfarer, color 622, the matte black rubber, and the 52 eye size. And 99% of all RayBan sunglasses are made in Italy. 99% of their ophthalmic glasses, meaning they come with the clear demo lenses and designed to have prescriptions put in them, are made in China, but to the same standards that all the frames are made in Italy. In fact, I believe they're made in the same city that the iPhone and iPad are made in. So, but yeah, everyone out there, you got to get this frame. I'm wearing it in the color 6053. Now I have an all orange one that when I go to Maine in the fall and I go to a pumpkin festival, I rock the orange because I got a pumpkin suit I got from Oppo Suits, I believe. They should have called themselves uglysuits.com because they got some beauties in there. So, tuck this in at the outside corner, push in, the lenses snap right in as they do every time. Flip that over to L, hit start, hit the green button, the door closes, the clamp shuts, just like before. The lens is going to be traced by the 2 wide styluses. And it's going to trace the shape of the left side of the frame as you see what's on the screen. And again, figure out where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness, of which, what'd I do with that flashlight? You got none, no edge thickness whatsoever with your prescription in this frame. So we're going to come back down, well, let's pop the block off, then we're going to come down here to the lensometer. Put that on there. Put the axis wheel at 103, which it is. Let me get a tissue. What do I do with the tissues? They're here somewhere. Come on, I'm moving things around. I've updated some software. That means I got to have a screen on there. Moving things around. I'll get settled, don't you worry. I'm not done redecorating. And we're going to put just getting everything centered so I can redot the pupillometer. Well, let's go ahead and do that before I forget. We're going to put a dot right there. But we are reading plus 2 1/4, hopefully. Plus 2 1/4. 1 tick mark away from 250. That's because you are far-sighted. So you need 9 steps of nearsighted correction in order to be able to see everything from here to there perfectly. Your lens is magnified. That's why there's a plus sign. Now, once everything is the correct size, the image size, you have 2 steps of astigmatism correction for your left eye. Right eye, excuse me. I had a 50-50 shot. It's early in the morning. I need more coffee. I need some Tim Hortons. Timmy! So it's a Maine joke. Everyone up there knows they're Timmys. So uncorrected astigmatism makes 6s and 8s look alike on the letters P and F. So we're going to rotate that second curvature to 103rd meridian. A straight line is 0 to 90 to 180. We're going to turn it just past the 90 to 103. Now your left eye, completely spherical. You only need 8 steps of correction to see far away. Now the RayBan 2132 new Wayfarer in either the 52, 55, or 58 eye size sells for $150. The Transitions XTRAactive when you purchase a frame from me is $129.99. The mirror coating at $69.99 for a total of $349.98. So again, the state of Maine, I cannot tell you what a great experience it is to be up there. Apart from the entire state smells good. Now in North Carolina, we have a lot of Christmas tree farms, and we have the Fraser fir. Up there they have the balsam, and believe it or not, it smells even better. I love the way Maine smells. We usually fly into Portland and drive up the coastline. This time we're flying into Bangor because it's only 1 hour outside of Bar Harbor, and that just gives us a little bit more time to spend in the park because we're only going to be there for a long weekend this time. May 17th to the 21st, it will be a full moon, which means I'll be able to walk around the top of Cadillac Mountain in the dark just using the moonlight to walk on their trails. And we're going back Columbus Day weekend. It happens to be another full moon. I'm not going to be able to see the stars that well. A lot of times you can almost see the Milky Way with your naked eye from up there. Pop that in. But with a full moon you can't, so we're just going to have to go back next year. Dry that off, throw that in there, add to my sticker collection. I should have inked this better. There is a little bit left, but I can still do it. Let's do this. We're going to go old school and put a new dot on there. Make sure everything is centered. Check the power. We are getting +2. Let's put another dot on there. And from this dot to that dot, I'll turn this around so you can see. Had better be 60 millimeters. We're going to turn the PD stick around. We're using millimeters and not inches. And when we hold that up on the left lens, we're getting 60 millimeters. I'm going to check the optical center height of 23. The kit is good. Oh yeah. So this is the portion every video that as I clean your lenses. I mentioned that when this purchase is tax-free and includes free shipping anywhere in the US. But when you get these in the mail, there is a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. However, Tyler, there is an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other. And I'm no different, and I'll show you in just a moment. But because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. So just stop by your local place and tell them if it's too loose or too tight, or if it's high on one side. It only takes about 30 seconds to a minute to adjust a pair of glasses perfectly. Now, the nice thing about the matte black rubber is that it just grips so well. These things just don't slide. If anyone's really active, this is a frame to go with because I'm not there to adjust these for you. They're going to fit so well right out of the box. You can't go wrong with this. It's one of my best selling colors. Plus, there was the shiny black for the longest time. The matte black does not show fingerprints, body oil, smudges. That's the other nice thing about it. So this is, well, okay, standard alignment, also known as a 3-point stance, 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I set them on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. When I say wobble, when I take mine off and I press mine down, they wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. Again, I'm wearing color 6053, the blue crystal. Oh, went Peter Brady on us for a second. So, flip that over, press down, close each temple. I'm just excited. I love what I do. Neither temple overlap. So, you have I have Transition Signature 7. Let's go do a quick demonstration against a white background. The Transition Signature 7 retain about 3 to 5% hue while indoors. The Transitions XTRAactive have about 5 to 7% hue, but while you only see that when you hold it over a piece of white paper when you're wearing it, no one will really see that. Now I have Crizal Sapphire on my lenses. It has a bluish hue. You have the blue flash mirror, so it's like Crizal Sapphire on steroids. It's a really cool look for an anti-glare coating, just a slight mirror inside. Again, I'm going to put my back on so I can see. Oh, that's much better. And I'm going to go ahead and activate them. This is what the first time they've been, what they look like indoors. I'm going to go ahead and expose them to a strong burst of ultraviolet light. And as you can see, it takes about 30 to 45 seconds for transition lenses to darken. It takes a little bit longer when you come back inside, 45 seconds to a minute 15. Now, Tyler and everyone else listening, this is important. Pay attention. All transition lenses will get dark on day 1 and continue to darken for the first couple weeks they're exposed, meaning that if you have a pair now, don't worry if they're not as dark on day 1 as your old pair. Give them 2 weeks to play catch up. It's like a new employee on the job. You just got to train them for 2 weeks to get them right. After that, they'll work for years at maximum performance. The only time that my Transition Signature 7 lenses won't work is if behind the windshield of a car. Now, and that's because your windshield absorbs the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays to prevent your dashboard from cracking from sitting in the sun all day. Now these, Tyler's Transitions XTRAactive, will get 30 to 50% dark behind a windshield. And they're also temperature sensitive, meaning that they'll get darker when it's 85 and below than they will when it's 95 and above. But I remind everyone, when it's 100 degrees outside, you're miserable, they're miserable. Nobody works 100% when it's 100 degrees. Having said that, Tyler's XTRAactive will get darker in hotter weather. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, my account. That is just tough. That is tough. Can you guys see that? So, when you're looking out, you just have the Transitions XTRAactive. It looks like a dark gray lens. When people look at you, they're going to see that blue mirror coating. Oh, Tyler, Tyler. I still have not gotten myself a pair of these. I really need to get a pair. But that is it. That's the first time they've been activated. They're going to keep getting darker. Come on, Tyler. We talked about this. Don't you remember? No, but if you've liked what you've seen, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram as freeprescriptionlenses.com. On Twitter as freerxlenses. You can email me at freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com or simply click the Contact Me button on the website. Now, I can get any frame from RayBan, Oakley, Polo, Versace. Pretty soon I'm going to have the Cazal Legend Silhouette. I just don't have every frame available on my website. So if there's a frame that you want I don't have listed, God, I keep going Peter Brady on us. Just email me, or you can leave a question or comment in the comment section below and I'll respond back to that. As I keep talking, these are going to get lighter and lighter. But Tyler in Augusta, Maine, thank you so much for the purchase of the RayBan 2132 New Wayfarer, color 622 in the 52i size. With the Transitions XTRAactive with the blue flash mirror, and everyone else has got a chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.